Hey guys, how's it going? This is Ryan, Rigs of Death Metal, and today we're going to be talking about a digital recording product that I think a lot of you, home recording guys, or guys that just like, have a songwriting setup. This will come in handy for a lot of you, or for guys that use, you know, that go direct when they play live and their various modelers, what have you. We are releasing a Rigs of Death Metal IR pack through Lou Ramos Guitar. Um, I'll include links down below, but yeah, Lou is specializing in IRs that emulate a lot of famous album tones. Um, Specifically, we kind of collabed on 10 different IRs that emulate some of my favorite death metal albums from my formative years, which would have been the early 2000s. Um, Things like Behemoth's Demigod or Necrophagist's Epitaph, um, Decapitated, Winds of Creation, um, you know, albums that meant a lot to me. But these aren't just for straight up trying to emulate your heroes. These are going to be very useful. Uh, it's actually more than just 10 IRs. There's 10 basic cabs. And if you look here, there's various levels of post processing done. Everything from a very raw cabinet to, some EQ, some mastering chains, um, various levels of compression and limiting. Basically, as fine tuned or polished or raw as you could possibly want. And we kept the names kind of generic here, because you really ought to be listening with your ears, not your eyes. So that'll just kind of alleviate, just copying something because you think it's supposed to be cool because it's after a album X or whatever. Um, the idea is to use this for your own purposes, not just covers or what have you. And we'll head over. Yeah. So here is Lou's Instagram. And yeah, this is Alpha Cabs by Lou Ramos. As you can see, he's got a lot of different emulations. There's some amp tones, like some tone matching stuff, like NAM captures, um, a lot of IR kind of stuff. Basically, if there is an album tone that you're trying to cop, for your own purposes, or just jamming at home, even, what have you. He's pretty much got you covered. Like everything from some more classic '80s stuff, uh, up to specific pieces of gear and hardware to specific artists. I mean, it's all in here for sure. Yeah, there's even some in here that I haven't seen yet that I'm just kind of oogling at the moment. But yeah, everything is extremely, like, just very reasonably priced. Um, I think I think we discussed that this pack would be like $5 to $10, um, something like that. Maybe $5. I can't remember. I probably should have figured that out before making the video, but it's fine. um, yeah, I think his most expensive pack that I've seen here is about $10. Yeah, it's definitely what it's looking like here. But yeah, as you've heard in the demo here, um, these things sound killer. The track I came up with was very inspired by, you know, uh, early to mid 2000s Behemoth, or like Hate or Belphegor, or any of those like blackened death metal bands, because that's my jam. I absolutely love that stuff. It is brutal and heavy, but still very dynamic, still very dark, but incredibly aggressive. Um, and these cab tones range from kind of being a little bit on the darker side to you know some very classic kind of scoop stuff. There's some more mid forward ones. There's some that are just extremely just cutting and tight. Anything you can need. And like I said, various levels of processing based on your taste, or whether you want something that's kind of just drop into a mix ready to go. You don't have to do a whole lot of extra tweaking yourself. Um, just demo ready. But yeah, links will be down below. Let us know what you think. And we will see you next time. Peace.